So, I just bought the Legendary Hero decks, and I have a copy of Isolde. What can I do with that? Well, you can make this. What's up, YouTube? This is Joe from Zephyr Wargames, and I'm going to bring to you. Get my words right. I'm going to bring to you guys the first installment of my new series that I'm going to bring to this channel. Whenever, and I'm going to call it the Ultimate Collection Deck. So, whenever a new Legendary Hero-ish deck comes out that comes with a free structured decks, I'm going to make it my goal to make a deck that uses elements from all three of those decks and one card. If I can find one card that can help make those decks together and bring something new in terms of like maybe a goal combo in terms of like this deck, or just added consistency, I'm going to use that one additional card from outside those decks along with the decks and make a deck out of it. And it's going to be my new series for the channel, and it's only going to obviously occur whenever a new Legendary Hero-ish deck style deck comes out. And for now, so the first installment is the Ultimate Hero deck. So this takes the Nordic Destiny Hero or Heroes and Phantom Knights, and using the power of Isolde, 2000 Noble Knights, you can make this deck. Is it good? Maybe. You could probably take it to your locals and do fairly well with it, and at least get some laughs and some fun out of it. So, with all that said and done, guys, let's get into it. The Legendary Hero deck. So this deck focuses on the Nordic combo that's up here on the channel, that you can check. Me and Dale found a combo that, well, I found a combo and Dale bought it too, guys, I'll be honest. I'm not gonna lie. That literally makes this combo a one-card combo to make a god. So the deck focuses around that, using the power of Isolde to help you get to that combo, while also having other elements in the decks as well. You can do some nice Xyz plays that helps the Phantom Knights and the Heroes. You have generic synchro plays thanks to the Nordics. And you have obviously your Mask Change Dark Claw that you can just sit on as well. Backed up with the Phantom Knight traps as well. So, before that's done, let's get into it. So first off, Armageddon Knight. The Legendary Hero decks only come with one Armageddon Knight amongst all of them, and we're using it here as well. This helps you ditch your Malicious that the hero deck gives two of, to help you do your combo play. To back up the heroes, I do play 2 copies of Draw Dark. For those situations where if you do have Malicious in hand, it's not dead, because Draw Dark can just, summon him and then you can summon the Malicious. Make your Isolde. Isolde grabs something, then sends an equip to send to special a Nordic. Then banish the Malicious to summon another Malicious. Make the Nordic link, and there you go. You've got your Nordic god there. Nice and easy. We also have, to round up the heroes, 1 copy of Celestial and 1 copy of Shadow Mist. Celestial is just a nice hero that you can use in the deck. Helps get rid of back row, but it's also consistency as well. Where if you have nothing else in your hand and except the turn it's sent to graveyard, you can banish it in a hero and draw 2 cards. So it's additional draw power for the deck. And Shadow Mist is Shadow Mist. When it goes to graveyard, you get a hero. So it can help you get those heroes that you need. So that's the end of the elemental heroes, or just the heroes. I do play 3 Phantom Knight monsters in the forms of 2 Silent Boots and a Cloak. Cloak helps you get to your Phantom Knight cards, and Silent Boots is a nice free summon if you have a Phantom Knight on the field. So if you have Cloak or another Boots, you can just summon the other. You can summon Boots from your hand, make your Isolde or your Xyz, and then just go off with your plays. So that's the only Phantom Knights I play. I know it's a very small Phantom Knight monster lineup, but they're just there for the support of additional warriors and to help you get to your traps as well. And give you excess options. Moving on to the Nordics, where most of the monster lineup lies, because you want as much Nordic consistency as you can, because that's where all the power is. All the strength and power and boss monsters are in your Nordics, and I feel like that's the best power to go with. So we have the one copy of Vandus of the Nordic Ascendant. The deck only comes with one. So you play one. She can substitute for any Nordic god. So literally, once you get her onto the field, thanks to your Nordic link, you can literally just pick any god that helps you in that situation that you want to go into, and just go from there. We do play 2 copies of Gulfax of the Nordic Beasts. You can do a combo where once you summon your Vandus of your link, you can send a copy of Gulfax, keep the level 4, and make your 4. And then you have a Nordic Beast tuner already in graveyard, so you can summon 4 back to the field when he's destroyed. Otherwise, Gulfax is just there as an additional tuner for the deck and not let you brick with it, basically. We do play 2 white goats and 2 black goats. Your standard for your Nordic gods. You always play these in any Nordic god deck, just because they are the best consistent ways to get your stars onto the field, your levels onto the field to make your Nordic god. And they have nice combos in themselves. With the white goats destroyed by battle, you get 2 Nordic Beast tuners. And if something is destroyed in battle, you can summon the black goat from your hand. And if it's changed from defense to attack, you can summon a Nordic Beast from your deck. Next we play 2 Divaga, the Nordic Alpha. It's your level 1 warrior that you summon off years old. To then make your Nordic link and go off with your plays from there. Not only that, it can also give you an additional normal summon if you've normal summoned it of a Nordic monster. So you can help you go with your synchro plays there. I also take in 1 Mara of the Nordic Alpha. It's a nice, easy way to do your synchro summons for free, basically. For if it's summoned, if it's used for a synchro summon, you can use 2 Nordics from your hand to go into your Nordic monsters. So you can use it along with 2 level 3s, and you can make any level 8 synchro of your choice. Or if you have level 4s in your hand, if you play those, you can use it with those to make your level 10s. I do play to run at the monsters 1 Rescue Ferret and 1 Effect Beta. I think the Phantom Knights deck comes with Effect Beta, which is very nice, along with Rescue Ferret. Ferret, you can use it to summon 2 level 3 monsters to your zone's link monsters point to, and then you can get a Nordic god easily, or just a rank 3. And Effect Beta is Effect Beta. So those are monsters. For the spells, we play 1 Reinforcements to the Army, because the decks come with that, along with 1 copy of Foolish Burial. 1 copy of Destiny Draw, just to help you unbrick with Destiny Heroes in your hand, just dig into your deck for more cards. It just adds a nice little bit of consistency to the deck. 1 copy of Mask Change, the decks come with Mask Change. You could probably bump Mask Change to 2 if you want to. It's completely up to you. I'd probably take out maybe the Rescue Ferret or the Mara of the Nordic Alpha. 1 copy of Monster Reborn and Soul Charge, decks come with that. 1 copy of Twin Twisters, which is very nice. For the back row, Hay along with Hay Trunade. You could probably take Hay Trunade out, but the deck is very beat stick and doesn't like to face back row, so Hay Trunade helps with that. And the equip card of choice is actually from the Nordic side as well. 2 copies of Nordic Relic Drapnir. Equipped only to an Azir or Nordic monster, gains 800 attack. If this face-up card on the field is destroyed by a card effect, you can add 1 Nordic Relic from your deck to your hand. So as a bit of consistency, it gets you get into your Nordic Relics are actually pretty good in terms of the trap cards. But also just adds an additional attack points to your Nordic monsters. But really, it's mostly there as an equip card to send from your deck to graveyard through your Isolde, and then you can get to your level 1 Nordic. So those are the spells. For the traps, I play 3 Phantom Knight traps in the forms of Phantom Knight Sword, Phantom Knights of Shade Brigade, and Phantom Knights of Fogblade. Fogblade is pretty much self-explanatory. If you're ever playing the Phantom Knights engine, you always play Fogblade. Shade Brigade is just, nowadays a standard pick for Phantom Knights because it's a warrior as well that you can use if you have nothing in your graveyard, I think. But it just helps you get into your result. And Phantom Knight Sword, I just picked Sword for my third Phantom Knights chap, just that if I had the Dark Law or Nordic Beast or Azure God in play, I can equip it to that and just give it a little extra bit of protection. And with Dark Law I can help give it attack points as well. The rest of the traps are just all Nordic related. We play 2 copies of Glyphnia the Fetus of Fenrir. The decks only come with 2 copies, just such as a Nordic monster from your deck to your hand. And for the Nordic relics, I play 1 copy of Nordic Relic Gungnir, which is a trap card where you banish an Azure Nordic monster you control, then target 1 card on the field, destroy it. Also, during your second end phase after activation, return the monster you banished to activate this card to the field in face-up attack mode. So it helps your Nordic god, if need be, to escape certain destruction. And then it can return, and if it was in the actual monster zone, it comes back in the main monster zone, which is very helpful. But if you just have a Nordic monster lying around, you can just pop something and get it back later on. So it's a nice card to have. But the one I was actually very interested in when I was reading it again is Nordic Relic Leviathan. So what Nordic Relic Leviathan does is a target face-up monster in the field that destroyed a monster by battle this turn, destroy it. Cards and effects cannot be activated in response to this card's activation, which is very interesting. I didn't actually know it had that last bit of effect where nothing can respond to it. But yeah, if they do kill something on your field, you can just flip over Leviathan, pop it, and they literally cannot respond to that, which is actually a very strong card if you look at it that way. And it's very interesting. I just thought I had to have this in the deck. It's essentially free monster removal. So that's the main deck. For the extra deck, as I said, the one card that's helping put all of this together is Isolde, Two Tales of Noble Knights. Nothing to be explained here. We all know what Isolde does. But moving on to the rest of the Link monsters, we do play the Nordic Link. Key combo card, helps you literally get your free Nordic god into the field. I do play the extra Wonder Driver, extra hero. It's just a nice link to go into with this deck. And the new link of for the Phantom Knights, the Phantom Knights of Frosty Brigade. It takes 2+ dark monsters. During your main phase, you can send 1 Phantom Knights monster from your deck to graveyard and set a Phantom Knights spell trap card directly from your deck to a spell and trap card zone. If a dark exceeds a special zone to a zone or zones this card points to while this monster is on the field, except during damage, you can target 1 card in the field, destroy it. You can only use each effect of Phantom Knights Frosty Brigade once per turn. It cannot be used as link material. So it's just a nice generic link for you to go into, quote unquote, for this deck. It just helps you with your plays. For synchros now, you'll obviously play 1 each of the Nordic gods. These are your big boss monsters. Your deck's main goal is to get into one of these and then just like control the game from there. Do play the 1 Leo Keep on Sacred Trees. This is another link, level 10 to go into, along with the BL's upgrade, Beelzebub's Diabolic Dragons. I do play the BLs as well, along with Scrap Dragon. Marimar helps us get into these if we have 2 level 3 Nordic beasts in our hand. So those are the synchros for X's. We played the 1 Dark Rebellion. This is a nice target for Breaksword if it's destroyed. And then Breaksword is just obviously very good. Along Dante's a very nice link monster to Xyz to go into. And Levio, Sea Dragon, it helps you get back your materials, your Nordic monsters if they're banished through the Nordic Gods effects. But it's also just a nice bank for you to go into. And for the fusions, obviously just the Dark Law. Nothing needs to be said there. Dark Law is Dark Law. And that, guys, is the deck. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you like the idea of this new series I'm going to be bringing to the channel. I'm certainly going to have a lot of fun doing them. It's going to be interesting. especially with the next lot of decks. We don't know what they're going to be, obviously, since this one's just recently come out, and I'm excited to see what I can make from these upcoming decks in the future, because this was very fun to make. So as always, guys, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, guys, as always, happy dueling.
Also, YouTube, thanks for watching that video. I hope you liked it. If you did, hit that like button. And of course, don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button in the bottom left-hand corner and the notification bell so you don't miss out on anything. We've got more deck profiles, duels, pack openings, and many more Yu-Gi-Oh videos coming up for you all year round. So don't forget to stay tuned for all of that. Thanks, and as always, guys, happy dueling.